Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Tonight we return to the Good Doctor campaign and the grand finale, All the Marbles. So tonight we put the Good Doctor to bed and we will fight the final climactic battle between the two forces. The mission we will be using is Scenario 1 from the rulebook, an encounter. So the way this is going to work, we're going to be playing long table edges. The winner of the last battle, which were the British, will get to pick which table edge they want to deploy from. And then we'll dice off to see which table third we deploy in. And whichever table third we get, we will find the center of that third and deploy within 6 inches of that point. The objective of this mission is very simple. Drive your enemy off the field and win the battle, and win the Good Doctor campaign by securing this part of New Jersey. Terrain wise, we have some pretty open fields here to do battle in with large groups, as both sides are going to be bringing their entire force and try to bring this thing to an end quickly and move on to their next objective. So aside from the open terrain, we have some woods, little groups of woods here. These are going to be soft cover, and the normal rules of woods, you can't see 4 inches through. We also have an orchard, which is going to be standard orchard rules. If you're in this area, it's a 6-inch visibility and soft cover as well. Over here we have the farm. So the fence is going to be soft cover. The building is going to be, or the house I should say, is going to be hard cover. The barn will be soft cover. And we also have a few rocks scattered around. These are just going to be line of sight blocking terrain and hard cover if for some reason you're able to get hard cover from it. But other than that, you cannot go on top of the rocks. They're just line of sight blocking terrain pieces. So that's it. Very simple. We want to get this one done. So we're going to fight it out to the end with our entire force, and we're going to have a clear victor for this campaign by the end of tonight. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the forces. Alright, so on this side we have the British force. As I said, this is the entire force. This is every model I have, aside from the civilians. So, starting off, we have the overall commander, Captain Henry Gage, on the horse. He is in charge of 2 groups of redcoats. He is a level 3 leader. Assisting him is Sergeant John Knox, level 1. We also have Lieutenant Archibald Argyle in the back. He is a level 2 leader in charge of 2 more groups of redcoats. We also have Lieutenant Roger Sharp, commanding 2 groups of light infantry in line. Over here we have Patron Lieutenant Daniel Klain. He is, as usual, in charge of a group of light infantry. These are going to be dismounted dragoons, so they will just be regular light infantry, or not, regular skirmishers I should say, not light infantry. So they don't get all the bonuses, but they get quite a few of them. We also have the 2 groups of Indian skirmishers. Tatanka, leader 6, leader 7, son of Magua. So they have prominent leader, tomahawks, aggressive, movable deployment point, all that good stuff. And over here we have Sergeant Joseph Murray, in charge of a light cannon. And finally, Lieutenant George Ramsbottom, level 1 leader. All these guys over here are level 1 leaders. And so is Ramsbottom, and he is in charge of his dragoons. So quite large forces, 9 leaders. Yeah, and that's it. So both sides are also going to get the colors and musician for free, so we can spend our support points on other things. And that is it for the British force. Now we'll take a look at the Continentals. On the Continental side, we have an overall command, Captain Stephen Russell, another one of our patrons. He is an overall commander of this force, level 3, man on the horse. He is in charge of 3 groups of Continental line. He is assisted by Sergeant Samuel Martin. He is a level 1 leader. Leader number 3, Solomon Montrose, in charge of 3 groups of militia. So they have no bayonets. Standard rules for all these, I didn't mention it, but it's going to be the basic rule book special abilities that they all have. But these guys are going to have no bayonets. He's a level 2 leader, and he is also assisted by his sergeant, Sergeant Ben Adams, who is a level 1 leader. Moving up here, we have Sergeant Robert Wadsworth, not sergeant, he's actually a captain. Robert Wadsworth and his rangers with rifles. and they are going to have, I'm sorry, he's a level 1 leader. And then we have 2 groups of light infantry. We have Lieutenant Johnny Walker and Sergeant Billy Smith. Both are level 1 leaders. And over here we have another one of our patrons, and that is Sergeant Scott Driscoll. And his daughter Maggie is also on the cannon crew, so they're going to hopefully be providing some heavy fire support for these boys. And then finally we have Captain Benjamin Talmadge leading his 2nd Dragoons. And that is it for the Continentals. So it's going to be a big battle, probably the biggest battle we've ever fought yet, with 9 leaders, so we'll see how that goes. Most of our games take a while, so this could be a 2-nighter to try to finish this one, but hopefully we can get it wrapped up tonight. But if not, we'll hopefully we can wrap it up tomorrow, because it will take some time. So that is it. Nothing special, no special rules. The only special rule was that the winner of the last battle gets to pick the table edge he wants to start on. Other than that, we're just going straight out of the book. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we've made our deployments. Andre's primary wound up there. My primary wound up here. And we both took four extra points of support. And we both took the Exploring Officer, which gives us a free fixed secondary deployment point. Andre, since he won the last battle, he got to place his first. He also got to pick the table edge, and he wound up putting his there. And I put my fixed secondary deployment point here. And the Exploring Officer also allows you to deploy 3 inches, an additional 3 inches from your deployment points. Also, these 10s are going to represent extra flags. Since we have so many leaders and so many units on the board, we're supposed to add an extra flag. But to do that, it would really increase the chance of the 4-flag double activation thing. So we're going to go ahead and use these 10s to represent flags, but they will not be usable as a 4th flag to do a double activation. But they will be usable for sharp practice, crashing volley, things like that. And that is it. So I guess we're ready to begin the final battle. Oh, the support. We had one additional point of support. I brought a witch doctor / holy man. And Andre brought the good doctor himself, Brian Ferens, as a medic.
Quick question.
Yeah.
The 10 flag.
Yeah.
Can it be used at the end to activate an unactivated unit?
Yes.
Can it be used with another flag as a 2-unit activation, or with 2 other flags as a 3 activation? Or are we banning all of those type of during the turn interrupt type activations?
Yeah, I would say it can only be used to activate a unit at the end or for special abilities.
Perfect. I like it.
Okay, so we're ready to begin. Andre will be the bag man. We'll get started. All right, here we go. The final battle.
Alrighty. No pressure. No pressure. Okay.
Tiffin. All right,
Oh.
red 7. That is Son of Magua.
Okay.
Son of Magua has deployed there. 15-inch deployment with the Exploring Officer. Goes all the way up to the fence.
And
Square, red flag.
red flag.
Ooh. That's Captain Gage, your main man.
So
Captain Gage has brought his men in there. With them is the good doctor, Brian Ferens.
okay, I
As
gave
well
you
as Knox and the colors. So there he
the
is.
colors. You got plenty to shoot at, Travis. This one should be yours.
Nope, that's
Ooh.
your extra flag.
So I got two activation flags though.
Yep.
Alrighty. Oh, there's
Hey, look at that, something of mine. Talmadge. I don't want to bring him in yet. Actually,
dragoons, or the
yeah, the Dragoons. I probably should bring him in. Alright, I did bring Talmadge in. Thought about not doing it, but like Andre and I were just talking about, with so many cards in the bag, we might never see a 9 again. Oh, and we also rolled our first morale, we forgot, so we're both at a 10.
and there's Travis's flag. 9.
9. That's Ram's bottom.
Oh man.
Andre brought Ram's bottom in there. Another flag.
Look at all the flags. Look at all the pretty flags.
Very pretty colors.
4.
That's Roger Sharp. That is your two groups of light infantry in line. So Roger Sharp has come in off that deployment point there, facing that direction. Next flag, please, Andre. Or card.
Card flags.
Ship. Whatever. We use all three.
How about the
interchangeably.
token?
Another red dice or a red card. That's Murray. That's your cannon.
Ooh.
So I guess he normally would deploy touching, but I guess he could deploy 3 inches from it since they get an additional 3-inch.
Oh, I was
deployment.
thinking 6 inches.
No, cannons deploy. They have to deploy touching the deployment point. So with the exploring officer, I guess they would get to deploy 3 inches out. So the British cannon crew came in here, and we're playing at the width of the base is the firing arc. This will be the first time I've actually played it that way, so it'll really limit the damage it can do, or the targets it could shoot at, I should say, but probably more realistic that way. And next card, Andre.
Tiffin. Oh.
All right, so you got what, 7, and I got 2.
And I can't do squat with all those.
Nope, there's nothing we can do. So we just move on to
Alrighty.
the next one.
Well, I won't.
Yeah, targets.
Shit.
Now I got poor Talmadge just sitting out here by himself. Luckily you got guys all over your cannon. They are in range. Well, you're not in arc, but you are in range. What'd you pull, a red one? Oh,
Yep. Yes, I did, Travis. Yes, I did. Let me see if I can find it.
No cheating. Blue something.
How am I going to win if I don't get to
Hey,
choose?
it's Talmadge.
There you go.
I should pull back into the trees. Alright, so I just walked Talmadge over to there.
Red flag. Blue flag.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
blue 1.
yes.
Your wish has come true.
Stephen Russell. Alright, so Russell came in 9 inches, so we're deploying immediately into range of Captain Gage's force. And I'm going to be rolling 27 dice. 6 is for long range. I'm going to present and first fire. So 6, 5, 4s. Needing 4s. This could be deadly. Or not.
Looks like it could have been
1,
worse.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 27 needing 4s isn't super great. So that's just 5 on each group there, Andre.
Okay. So here we go.
So which one are you doing first? The one with the sergeant or the one with the captain?
Captain. My captain. Did I just jinx him?
So 1 dead and 3 shock.
Okay.
Okay. And sergeant's group. 1
One
dead,
and
3 shock.
I'm in the woods.
You're right outside the woods.
I was actually thinking of that, but
So it's 3 shock per and 1 dead per.
okay. So
And
rolling for
leader.
I
Think
do.
you're-
I don't have to because it's just
Oh,
one
yeah.
per, right?
Per group, that's true.
So no leader check.
Yep.
So we're losing a dude off of each group
And 3 shock.
and 3 shock each.
And then I will be unloaded. All right, next card, Andre.
Next card we have.
2. That's Sergeant Martin. He's just hanging
He'll
with
take off
the-
a shock.
Yep. He'll encourage the men.
6.
Johnny Walker. So Walker has come in over here off of this deployment point, and we're going to fire into Gage's formation. So it's going to be 6s for long range, but first fire and light infantry. So 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And lots of 3s.
So you got to split them up.
Don't you just target one group?
No, I think I fire. I don't think so. I think you can split them up.
Okay.
I think.
So,
The sergeant's group first.
sergeant's group first.
2 more shock. Captain, 1 shock. So 3 more shock. So yeah, your shock is piling up already, man.
Yeah.
I planned it this way.
Well, that happens when you can't get a red ship.
Oh yeah. Even though I got like 8 of them to my 2 last turn.
Yeah, that was last turn.
8. Sergeant Driscoll.
I'm paying for it now.
That's my cannon, which, what the hell am I going to do with him? Sergeant Driscoll and Maggie have deployed off of this deployment point, and we're going to line up, and we're going to lay the gun onto, who is that? Son of Magua?
Son of Magua.
Son of Magua. So we're in effective range, which means 5s and 6s, but first fire, and I will present. So 4s down. Wait, hold on. Hitting on 3s, not 2s. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits with the cannonball. That'd be pretty sweet if it like bounced and hit everyone behind them.
Yeah. Oh, no, you had canister loaded. That fell short, Travis. I'm
I
sorry.
just scattered.
Oh, so I guess I don't get to split, or
Nope, no splitting.
no splitting?
Nope.
Okay.
Just reducing cover. How many did I say? 5?
6.
6.
Or at least I grabbed 6 dice.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a single wound against
Okay.
Tatonka, or Son of Magua. And I am unloaded
Shooting a cannon at Indians. What were you thinking?
double unload. Well,
All right.
not a good shot, Scott.
7.
Son of Magua.
Ooh. Hey, you're double unloaded.
I am, you can assault.
I can.
Son of Magua has left the cover of the fence line. He's making a beeline for these trees here. Used all 3 of his actions as 2s, plus his free one. He only got, what, an 8 or a 7 on 3 dice?
8. That's 8 isn't his couple below average.
That's Argyle. That's your other group of 2 redcoats. Argyle has come in front of him. I'm assuming that's 9.
It's literally the arc, the circle of
Okay.
9-inch arc is right there.
He's going to present and fire into Russell's formation with 18 shots. 8 and 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's pretty much the same as I got with 27.
Perfect.
And I got 3 groups here, so let's do 3 on each. And I guess you can put the 4th one on. Maybe you want to put it on the leaders.
In the middle.
Okay, so over here, a dead. The leaders, 3 shock, and the sergeant's group, dead and 2 shock. All right, we'll sort it out. So 1 dead, 2 shock, 3 shock, and you're unloaded. And next card, please.
Okay. Woohoo!
Red
Red
6,
six.
Tatonka. That's your other group of Indians.
Tonka. Fire.
Yep,
Fire
Tatonka's come in
reload.
the wood line there. He's going to fire at Talmadge's dragoons, needing 5s.
Hey! A hit!
They'd probably kill Talmadge.
What's the point of being a
point of
sniper? Alright.
Hey boys, did you hear that musket ball whiz by our head?
Is it too late to duck? Alright.
And they're going to reload.
And they reloaded and
That's Sharp. That's your light infantry in line over there. Roger Sharp has moved up to there. 2d6, got an 8. Pretty good.
and a
Hey,
Travis
blue
flag. I haven't seen a lot of flags.
Hold on a second before you pull
Okay.
something.
Why'd you use sharp practice there, though?
I used sharp practice, boys. So I reloaded these guys with my 2 flags. I think it's 2 flags. I should double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, you turned 2 flags over.
We've never
so
used it, so we don't know.
That's not true. It's just been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay, here we are, and that is a
9, so that is your cannon.
9. So, okay.
Yeah, 69.
I got my 6
The
and
British
9.
cannon is just turned to face my cannon, Sergeant Driscoll. Next card. Blue 4. Sergeant Ben Adams. Oh, that's my sergeant with my militia, so keep pulling.
So your militia is all one formation?
Yep. If they can ever come on. If they ever get on the board.
Wow.
We need blue 3 for them.
Stefan.
Good thing I did that sharp practice. Cool, so that's it for this one. We'll start on the next turn.
So I got a flag.
Yep, so you can activate, all you have that you haven't activated is, well, Wadsworth and Gage.
Damn. We'll see what
There's
happens.
Ramsbottom, not Wadsworth. He moved to Cantor at a 45 and was able to get to there. Next flag. 9. That's your cannon.
My cannon.
Oh man, you got him out before you moved your guys, sadly.
Well, I guess I will present.
There you go. When all else fails, present.
And 7.
Oh, Billy Smith. Finally, one of my.
Uh-oh.
That's my other light infantry. Billy Smith has come in there, 15 inches from that deployment point, and we will just fire at son of Magua. So first fire, light infantry needing force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and light cover. Come on, do something. Give me some shock here.
Ah!
Okay, a dead and 2 shock. Roll, check Magua. Come on, Magua, die.
Check.
No,
Oh, not even. Don't even think about it.
not even close, but you do take a dead and 2 shock.
Oh, 2 shock. Wow.
Next card.
Oh,
8.
8.
Red 8.
I believe.
That's your cannon. Wait,
No.
who? Oh, I'm sorry. 8 was your cannon, and 9 was Ramsbottom. I'm sorry. So just activate Ramsbottom now. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference.
Well, other than I'd have a different
Yeah.
potential.
Well, you still aren't in the arc. Not even close.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I could have, since all I did. Oh, all I did was present. I could have. I'm good.
Okay, so you can
Okay.
activate Ramsbottom now.
Ram-
Ramsbottom is just. Did you change to a walk?
No, that was 2d6 plus 6.
Really? Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay, well there he is. Ramsbottom is moved up. So next card, please. Something blue. Nope. A red 1.
Awesome.
So you could snap them in now.
So that's exactly what's going to happen. Is I'm going to snap those guys in,
Okay.
and then I can fire
With just 2 of them, I guess.
with with the presented.
But if you snap them in,
They haven't moved.
yeah, okay. All right then. We'll allow it. If anyone knows if that's illegal, let us know. But I think it's fine. It just says if you're within an inch, you can snap them in. So they're within an inch.
It sounds like one of Andre's sneaky, shabby tricks, but I'm playing the British. Give me a break here.
They're the bad guys. Okay, so it's these guys snapped in. They're unloaded, but these guys aren't. So he's going to use his last command to have them fire, and in the end, you get 16 shots. Needing force. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I see 8.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. My bad. I'm trying to cheat Andre.
Well, this is kind of an important shot here, so
All right, we'll just do it like I take. You want to put the extra ones on the leaders, so we'll start over here. 2 shock. A dead and a shock, and finally a dead and 2 shock. All right,
I'll take it.
All right, he's going to reload everybody since he had 1 action left for those guys, and they're now part of the formation. But
And they had only done one thing.
One activation.
So I now have a very big line with a lot of shock in the middle.
Next card.
And
I need something blue.
so no, this is the red turn.
Oh yeah, we're alternating.
You're gonna get a flag. I got 5 more red cards here. What?
Ben Adams. Again, it's my sergeant for my militia. I need a blue 3.
Go Ben, go!
9. That's these
Yep.
boys. He just took the shock off. Andre
Travis-
talked me out of trying to do something stupid.
Travis really wanted to do something stupid really bad, but
No, brave, not stupid.
brave. Okay, yes, he was. Travis was encouraging some bravery for
That's
Mr.
Lieutenant
Goons.
Dan. So that's the last of your units.
Oh, wow.
I still got 2 units off the board,
Hey, there's my skirmish screen.
which I may never see. You could put a skirmish screen out.
That is another thing we don't do enough of,
We rarely do that.
mostly because you can't fire through it.
Yeah. But it would allow you to move up behind cover. I don't know.
Oh, joy.
Lieutenant Dan has come in, and he's formed a skirmish screen in front of the 2 middle groups that have 9 shock on them between them. And he can, yeah, I guess you could shoot.
Yeah,
So fire away.
7
Needing
shots.
force. Yep, first fire plus, yeah, your light or skirmisher, so you get to +1 on that. So needing force. 2 hits.
4s or
Fours. Yeah, 6s plus -2. So
minus skirmishers first fire?
Yep. That's 4s. So I take it you want to put them on the leaders. Main
Yeah.
man, not main man. So another point of shock each. So
Fair enough.
I got a lot of shock built up here.
So do I.
But I have a
Who's
medicine
got
man.
more?
I got 10. I got 12 total. between
Okay, I've
all
only
3.
got 9 total, but
Okay.
you got the medicine man.
But if I can ever get a card, I might be able to shoot again.
Actually, you got the magic man. I got the medicine man.
So, yeah, you got the medicine man. I got the witch doctor. So next card, Andre.
Try to understand. Try to understand. He's the magic man. Ooh!
That's
Magic
mine.
man.
That's what I was hoping for.
You got your magic man.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my holy man, which is actually a voodoo priestess here. So I can remove D6 shock.
Ooh!
5, yes. Russell has, he's going to activate Johnny Walker. He pulled 1 more shock, so we're down to 2 shock. 6 from, what did I say I had? 12?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you got rid of half of it.
yep. And then we're going to present and fire. So 20 shots here, 7 shots for him. These guys are needing 5s. Actually, everyone's needing 5s. So I might as well just roll them all
No,
together.
because those will spread.
Oh, that's right. These guys can
differently.
fire. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So these guys firing is going to spread to almost to everybody, basically. These guys, Lieutenant Dan, Gage, Tatanka. So he's got a lot of. That's a pretty tough nut to crack there, with all those guys to spread to.
Yep.
Probably should just move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's what I counted.
8 hits.
Okay, that's almost 1 per.
1 per target.
So who do you want to double up? Which 2 do you want to double up? The
Oh,
big man,
This
or,
guy.
or actually the big man is with those guys.
So I'll put the other one on Argyle here on the end.
So, and you want it one on the hardcover,
Hardcover.
or soft cover rather.
Yeah. I will figure it. We'll get them all sorted out.
Oh.
So we'll start with Lieutenant
No.
Dan.
Let's
Okay.
let's work our way around counterclockwise here.
Okay. Tatanka first.
Tatanka.
Point of shock.
Okay.
Then the group on the end in the open. Nothing. The group next to those guys.
With a bunch of shock. Oh,
Dead.
a dead. The skirmish screen in front. A point of shock. The other heavily
The big man. Group.
damaged group.
Nothing. And the 2 on the end.
Man, that's a lot of spreading.
Point of shock. All right. And finally, Johnny Walker will fire at that group. I think that's how you do it. 2 hits. Give me a shock. Give me some shock. 1 shock. All right.
Okay, everybody's got shock now.
Yes. Next card.
Wow.
That is a lot of spreading.
I
With 6 units to
I'm
spread
not
it to.
sure. I mean, we've had some tight packed formations before, but I don't think we've ever had a line falling into one like that before.
I don't think so. 6 units to spread among is hard to deal with.
A red flag. That's a good thing.
Yep. Well, for you.
A red 6.
That's Lieutenant. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Tatanka.
Tatanka.
So the guys in the woods over there. So Tatanka just pulled a shock, which is always a wise move.
Well, it's not always the best move, but it rarely hurts.
Better than doing just moving for no reason. That's my cannon, Driscoll.
Okay.
He's just going to reload.
Your cannon is reloaded.
Cannon reloaded.
And a blue flag.
Okay.
And
Yes! Montrose, finally, thank you.
uh-oh.
Montrose has come in. I'm going to fire onto Son of Magua, or
Yeah.
actually I'll hit them too though. At least, well shit, how's this going to work? They can see I guess I'll have to roll them separate. These 10 will split onto them.
Even though they're not in the arc, I guess that counts because the other guys next to them are.
And they're pretty close.
They're
Actually, they might
close.
even hit those guys. Man, all this spreading is really a pain in my butt. Okay.
By a half an inch.
So I have to spread them to all of those guys. Man, okay. Sort of spread
So
them
do they
among
have
all
to
three.
spread to these guys also because they're attached?
Yeah. We'll just spread them. Well, the formation will get hit, and you can spread them among the formation. So these guys, 6 for long range, but they get a controlled volley on their first volley only, and the first fire. So 4s. Got to make it count, Montrose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You sure did.
16 out of 22. And this group didn't even fire because they can't see anything. That was just Montrose and the 2 groups on the right. Alright, we'll start with Son of Magua.
Already with 2 shock and
Soft cover,
ooh.
a dead and 2 more shock.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to Ram's Bottom.
Ram's bottom.
1 dead and 3 shock.
It's because you're hitting the guy in the open.
You got guys in the open. So the guy in the open will probably be the one that dies for sure.
Okay, so that was 3 shock.
Yep.
Okay. And then
6 of them went on to those guys back there.
so
So
3 on the first.
2 shock.
And 3 there.
Oh,
Nice.
luckily it's not where your leader was, so it's a shock there and then 2 more dead. Alright, so we got a shock, 2 dead on that far group, and then it was 2 shock on to the closer group. So we just pumped out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shock and killed 2 light infantry and
Indian and
an Indian and a dragoon.
dragoon. Pass me a
So
dead dragoon.
Very effective volley by Mr. Montrose.
Too effective.
But we're back to the same thing. I got one of the groups that's unloaded and the other 2 are one group loaded and 2 unloaded.
Yeah, well.
Just kind of a weird situation, but whatever. Next card.
Okay. Is a blue 6.
Johnny Walker. That's my light infantry on this side. Alright, so what did you pull? Yeah, wait a minute. What did you pull just now? I'm sorry.
6.
Okay, I was wrong. It's actually these guys who already went. So pull a card. Sorry about that.
So you're gonna move those guys back?
No.
Free move.
I'm not gonna.
That's how Travis rolls.
We're cheating over here.
Okay, I hear cheating.
2. That's Sam Martin. That's my sergeant here. He'll just pull a shock. Okay.
Ooh, a red something.
Son of Magua.
Son of
That's these
Magua.
guys.
Okay.
Son of Magua's men have moved all their actions plus the free one, and they got into the woods here. Next card.
Blue 5.
Oh, Wadsworth. Oh, about time he makes an entrance.
So now you got some rifles.
Yes. Of course, we're so close. Do I need rifles at this
I'm
point?
like, I'm kind of curious where you're going to stick him.
Wadsworth has sprung out of the bushes. He was laying in wait in these woods here. And we're going to attack Son of Magua in the flank. So in the end, I got 2 extra shock with my tomahawks. So he's up to 6. Getting hit in the flank is going to reduce him to 4. And I'm at 9. So I'll go ahead and roll first, I guess. Don't whiff this one, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ouch.
And 3 6s.
Yep, I'm toast. Got to pull a Steve here.
Yes. I don't know, 3 dead.
Almost.
And 2 6s. All right, so check your leader. It's not him. It's not mine either.
Okay.
So we'll sort it out. All right, so in the end, all the Indians got wiped out except Magua. He's going to be captured by Wadsworth. And Wadsworth wound up with 2 shock and 3 dudes left plus himself. Next card. So an effective ambush by Wadsworth, is kind of laying there in the bushes, waiting for someone to come in, and Magua obliged. Red 2, that's your sergeant, Sergeant Knox.
So he's a level 1.
Yep, you can pull a shock.
He can pull a shock.
Plenty to choose from.
Okay, he'll pull a shock here.
Okay.
All right.
So we both have all our units on the board now, finally.
Woohoo!
Come on, I need a
red
blue 7.
10.
Okay, that's your extra flag.
Awesome.
And then a blue 7, please. Shit.
Close.
Wait, I already got... Wait a minute. There's a blue 7 there. When did I activate? There's so many guys in here, I can't remember how long ago everything happened. Alright, so do you have anything left that hasn't activated?
Let's see. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
So my 3, 4.
4, 5, 6, 7,
My 3
8.
and 4 haven't activated.
All of my guys activated.
So 3 and 4.
3 is Argyle. Well, his guy's activated already.
These guys here.
4 is Sharp. Yeah, these guys. Argyle is your 2 guys, but they snapped in this turn.
Okay.
And then so Argyle could move. All right, next turn. I think we only got a flag each. We got like almost every single actual card, but only like a flag each. Or you got 2 flags, but I got 1.
Well, only one that I could activate with.
There was a pile of flags in the bottom.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's your main guy. Too bad you can't shoot.
Yes, I can.
Can't shoot through your skirmish screen though.
I can order them to move.
Yeah,
Actually, I can have them fire and move, can't I?
as long as you roll high enough.
Well, they get a free move also, right?
Yep.
So I can fire and then move 2d6 to the rear.
Okay.
All
So
right.
Lieutenant Dan is going to fire at this middle group here and then move. So it's going to be 5s.
I got 1.
You probably take Russell's head off. Point shock.
All right.
Now you better get a good roll.
2d6 to the rear.
2 1. Snake eyes.
So I would just declare I'm just moving to the...
Just move back. You need to clear them.
Yeah.
That should do it.
So 5 inches.
Oh, that's right. You got a shock.
So
Yeah, just move. Yeah, as long as you make it through the main group, that's fine. Just move those other guys out of the way.
I'll just...
And then there'll be a fire, present and fire, which is going to be a shitload of shots.
Yep.
It'll be 32 shots total for the big formation. And they will be splitting here, so it's going to be split between 4. So needing 5s because it's a...
Oh, needing 3s.
You present and fire, right?
Present fire.
I'll let you count them.
5s.
5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, dry spot. 9, 10, 11.
11 hits. All right, so Andre overfired by a couple shots, 3 shots because he forgot to count all the shock up. So we removed 2 hits. So it's 3 on the main man's group, 2 over here, 2 over here, 2 over here. Start over here with Johnny Walker. Point shock. These guys. 2 points of shock. The middle group. Whoa!
Ooh.
That's not good.
That might hurt.
Yeah,
That's going to leave a mark.
We'll see. It is
Yeah.
He's wounded. So he takes a light wound.
Ooh.
He's down to 2, so a leader wounded. A 4. Alright, yeah. So I actually only lost 2 guys because one of them hit Captain Russell. So a musket ball through the arm. He's wounded. I dropped one on my force morale to 10. And then I took a bunch of shocks, so back to 4, 3, 2, 1. Next card.
I think I still have a command left.
Still have a command left, alright?
Yes.
So you ordered the Lieutenant Dan, you ordered the fire. Yeah, you got 1 left, so you can take a shock off or do something else. He's out. Gage with his last command is going to actually have this group fire. So they get 6 total shots, needing 4. So this is actually the first time they fired.
Woohoo!
They got a little shock on them. Wow, not a single hit with all those dice.
That is not something you see every day.
Serves you right.
Yeah.
Next dice, or next card, please. 8. That's my cannon.
Fire at will!
Make
He's
a
the
hole.
guy right in front of you.
I guess I'll have to move. So Driscoll just moved over here. That's all he could do. I see a blue something.
A blue 5.
Robert Wadsworth. I was kind of worried about him because
You should be.
what's his face is right there. Wadsworth, he's just going to fire at Ram's bottom, and he's going to tap reload. But it's his first shot, it's close range, light infantry, so he's hitting on 2s with the 3 shots. So what the hell, I get 3 hits. Yes. So soft cover for Ram's bottom. Dead in the shock. Check your leader.
Oh.
Nope. So a dead in the shock on Ram's bottom, and I tap reloaded. Actually, I have a free move, don't I? Alright, so with my free move, I just moved up 2 inches and just formed a line to block, what's his face?
Oh, man.
Billy Smith. That is my guy that I tried
Just
to move illegally last time.
Keep putting the hurt on.
So Billy Smith moved up with his free move. He's going to fire and reload, and we're firing at Ram's bottom from the flank, but needing 5s. 1 hit. Yee.
Alrighty.
Just give me a shock.
Nope.
No shock.
No shock
That's all
for
I
you.
wanted.
No shock for you.
Oh, but it's Ram's bottom.
Really?
Nah, that's even better. He's knocked unconscious. Poor Ram's bottom. He's the guy on the white horse. So roll a bad thing.
Hug. 3.
Status 1, leader, wounded, -1 on a 3.
Down to joining you at 9.
Okay, and I'll reload, so next card.
Okay, my turn? No.
Oh. You've done everything. You've activated everybody. Oh, that's my main man. Okay.
Activated everybody.
Well, you activated them, all of them.
Okay, Tiffin!
All you got left
Where's
is-
the damn
We got left is
Tiffin?
Tatanka. Well, in Ram's bottom. Of course, you can't activate them unless you get 2 flags. Or you wait until the end with the flag.
Tiffin!
Alright, my main man. Alright, so Russell, the wounded leader, he activated them. Reload, present. We used our 1 flag to help us take another shock off, so I was able to take 2 more. So I took, I think, 2 off of these guys. So I'm down to 2, 3, 2. Next card. I know you're wanting that Tiffin. That's your sergeant. Sergeant Knox over there. Take a shock off.
So, taking a shock off.
I need Sergeant Martin to come up so I can take another shock off. Now that we're actually getting something to do here. So that's your bonus flag.
Which I've yet to bonus. That's a real flag.
That's a real flag. I need a real flag.
There's a 3.
Montrose. So Montrose, wait, did I reload? I couldn't move 2d6 then. Because I used one of my actions. I'll just be unloaded. I changed my mind. I moved 2d6 up with Montrose. The woods broke the formation here. These guys are still out of the woods, but I was able to move up 6 inches. Next card. Red flag.
So I've got 2 flags. You got your bonus flag.
Yep, and I'm going to do sharp practice.
Sharp practice. So that reloads.
I'm already reloaded and presented. I'm going to fire. Wait, I already activated them, didn't I? But I can do an additional firing action. I never actually fired, and even if I did, I still. So the sharp practice gives you. I reloaded, presented, took some shock, and doing this is going to allow me to do a fire. You could actually do it too, but you would just be able to reload.
I would just be.
You would reload.
I would be reloaded. I wouldn't be presented.
No, but you would still present and fire. So I'm presented. I'm going to fire. All right, sharp practice. Second time. This is twice as much as I've ever done it in every game we play. Needing fives though. 1, 2, 3. All right. So 3 split between 20 groups.
So where do you want to put them?
Just on these guys here, the front, the main group. There.
Well, so
oh, just these 3. We'll just say those 3 there.
those 3.
Yeah.
Okay. First end.
Dead. Shock. Dead. So
Wow.
2 more dead and a shock on the main man's group. All right, next card. Red 3. That is Argyle, who's just a shock puller now.
So he'll pull a shock.
2 shock.
2 shock.
He's a level 2.
So because we're all one happy family, he can pull from
Anywhere, yeah.
anywhere.
Yep. And then Andre's going to do sharp practice as well with the 10 and the flag. So he's going to reload. And next card. Come on. I don't know what I want at this point.
Tiffin.
But
Yeah.
I didn't want that. Actually, well, really the only one I got to.
You burned all your flags, so.
That's right. I even fired them, didn't I? Next turn. We're gonna see if Argyle gets up. Nope. He's still laying there and trapped under his horse. We gotta get to the point where we name the horses.
Yeah, well,
Whitey.
right now.
That's my cannon. Driscoll sadly could not clear the end of this line here, so he had to move up. Something red. 2. That's your sergeant. Sergeant Knox.
So he's
Old shock puller.
just a 1 puller.
Yep. He can pull a single shock.
I'm down to 4.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for how well I've managed the shock over here. Of course, I had the medicine man too.
That
Yeah, that's my
helped a
shock
little,
puller.
and
He'll pull a
there's-
shock. I shall pull off one of these so I can get another shot back. That's my extra flag. Tiffin. And I can activate. I can activate something.
That hurt.
So these guys, Billy Smith moved up. That's who I'm going to activate. We moved up 4 with my free move. We're going to fire and reload, and we're going to fire at. Who did I say?
You were
Oh, Ram's Bottom.
a little indecisive there.
Yeah,
but-
so Ram's Bottom. So 3 of the guys are in range, and I'll give the extra shot from the lieutenant to them, or the sergeant. So needing 4s. 2 hits, and then I got 3 needing 5s. So 3 total hits. On to Ram's Bottom from the flank. Come on, shock. 2 shock, which is 4 shock, which is going to bring you to 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 guys. So I think you're going to fall back 2 inches that way.
This way or this?
Oh, away from me, huh?
So
How does that work?
Out into the main battlefield.
Well, 2 inches this way. Roll a bad thing first, though. Involuntary withdrawal. That's a minus something.
It's -1.
-1, yeah. That's as bad as it gets on the involuntary withdrawal.
Okay, and then
So 2-inch withdrawal, I guess, this direction.
so do I turn?
That I do not know.
That's important
It is important. Just move them how they are. They're just kind of.
because that seems a little harsh
Yeah.
doing a 2-inch.
Yeah, we'll just let them stay in the way they're facing. That's fine. And then we'll move on to the next turn. Now we begin the next turn. Come on, Billy Smith. Oh,
Ooh.
again with the 1. That's all right. I'll withstand it. I will withstand the volley.
Okay, so that's
So they're going to fire 27 shots, needing 5s, because they're going to present.
present Fire.
and then be unloaded. So here we go. Come on, whiff.
Oh, that's a big whiff.
1, 2, 4,
5.
5 hits.
That is a huge whiff.
That is a whiff of a lifetime. So 5
Wow.
hits.
Okay, 5 dead. Okay, 4 dead and a shock. How's that?
We'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess you want the last one on the main man.
Why
So we'll
not?
start over here. Oh. Nothing on those guys.
Okay,
Main man.
all kills from
Ah,
here.
another dead and a shock. And then over here, another shock. All right, so a dead here. Was it a dead here?
There.
And then a
And 2
shock.
shock on the last 2.
Okay. Could have been a hell of a lot worse.
So that was 1 command.
That was 1 command. He's still got 2 left.
So I'm going to move these guys up 1d6 with their free move,
Okay.
and I'll continue if
Well, he
I
makes
need
it.
to, but we'll just jump them back up in front and fire.
Okay. So that'll be 7 shots. They've already fired, so I need 5s. And you're firing at the main man's group, I'm assuming?
1 hit.
1 hit.
Get him! Yeah!
Come on. Another dead. These guys are getting whittled down, but they're holding the line, boys. They're holding the
Okay.
line.
And
Tiffin.
then my Indians will come out sideways here, checking their, using their laser rangefinder.
Yeah, come on out, Indians.
They're going to come out a little bit farther. Okay, they're just going to hold the edge.
They're out of the woods, though,
Oh, shit.
because they were right on the edge.
Yep, that was interesting.
That was very interesting. All right,
Okay.
then. We're getting whittled down, but
Tiffin!
we're holding the line. Yeah, I know, Tiffin.
I'm pretty sure I palmed it. Oh,
Tiffin would not be good for me.
we're going to get a couple red flags and then the Tiffin.
Montrose. Montrose ordered these 2 to move up. The formation was broken, so all of them moved up 5 inches. Next card. Tiffin. Okay, well you get to do something else then, because you got 1 left. He's going to activate his cannon, Sergeant Murray. I'm going to fire it at Montrose. First fire presented, needing 3s. See several 1s and 2s in there.
2, 4, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seriously. Okay.
5 hits.
5 hits.
Okay, so I'll split them up between all 3 of them, I guess. Or no, just do these 2, I guess, in the open. So you want 3 on the main man, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
I'm rolling high on all of these save rolls I've been doing. So I took 2 shock, and a dead. And that's the end of the turn. Alright, time to start the next turn. Give me something blue, not a red 1 this time, please.
Okay.
Last 2 turns, you pulled the red 1 first. Blue for
There you
All
go.
right, I'll take it.
Now we can have the red one.
Give me another one. No.
Another flag. Just like you asked for.
Red 1 again. That's the 3rd time the red 1 has come out the first time of the turn. So, but yeah, I guess you could do the same old thing, just move everyone again.
You're just trying to confuse me.
Well, somehow, by some miracle, Ramsbottom was ordered by Gage to charge, and even with all the shock, he was able to make it 3 inches. He rolled an 11 with 8 shock, and he got into contact with Wadsworth.
All he really thought was going to happen was that he was going to reface and not get hit in the flank anymore, but...
But in the end, he's still at 4, and I'm at 9, because I'm going to use my flag to increase. So, here we go.
3.
I only got 3
Only.
out of 9. That's
Okay,
crap.
here it is. Can we do it, boys? No!
You got 1.
I got 1.
So check our leaders. Nope. Your leader's hit.
Okay.
See what happens to him. Takes a wound, so roll a bad thing there.
Actually, my leader wasn't in on the charge.
Well, he's part of it.
Okay.
So
he takes a wound, so...
he's down to 0, so roll a level 1 leader kill wounded on a 1.
Is 2.
Nothing. No
Okay.
effect. So you lost, I had 3. So you lost 3 and took a shock. I already rolled my leader, right? So I think. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1 there, but I'm pretty sure I rolled it.
Yeah, well, we rolled together.
Yeah, okay, so I lost 1, took a shock. So you had 1, I had 3. You're defeated by 2, fall back 9 inches, facing the enemy, plus 2 shock. So they'll fall back, face the enemy, take 2 more. So you're up to the dreaded 2nd shock counter. And you're definitely going to break here.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, so just fall back 9 to there and we'll sort it out. In the end, Ram's bottom broke. A -1 on his force morale. He's down to 7. They fell back. They got 11 shock. They're running away. And Wadsworth stands strong.
And I've still got
He's still got another command.
another command.
So these guys, he ordered these guys around, and there they are. Individually they moved, so they're just trying to get out of the way of that cannon, basically.
And Travis says it's tiffin time.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a tiffin.
It's not a tiffin.
It's not a good thing.
Red 5, Lieutenant Dan. He never did anything. Did he?
No.
So you can do something with him. So Dan's just going to fire into here. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Another dead. Man, I've been rolling a lot of 6s. Not the leader, though.
Okay.
Dead in a shock.
Dead in a shock.
Yet, we stand strong.
Okay, so reload.
Actually, I'm down. I got to actually fall back. Start falling back.
Oh. And I'm actually going to use my free move to get tight to these boys.
So let me roll a bad thing. Nope. So we fall. You know what? These guys are just going to go with them. Because if everyone falls back, they can just kind of move with them. Which actually probably helped me out. I should have held back a little bit more, but... Alright, next card. Another one of your shock pullers.
Oh man. I'm down to 6 shock.
Well, I'm still at 5 at the most. So I've been somehow keeping the shock down, but we've been rolling a lot of 6s. That's my cannon. Driscoll has just advanced up since he had no targets. Oh, that's my main man. Okay, time to...
You already moved him.
That was involuntary. So Captain Russell used the flag and his 2 commands he had left to pull 3 shock off of the middle group. So we're down to 2 now. He's doing really good, Captain Russell.
Yeah.
We've been taking some hell of a casualties, though.
4.
Sharp. That's, well, they already activated.
So
He can pull some
will
shock,
pull 2 shock.
Yep.
That works.
Yeah, it's pretty handy having someone else activating and using his commands to pull shock. I like that.
It
Talmadge.
definitely is.
Hasn't done much, has he? Talmadge just walked around the rock. I want to get to the cancer, but I can't get there. Red 9. That's Ram's spot. Oh, yeah, he's wounded.
He's resting.
He can't even pull a shock.
He doesn't need to.
Blue flag.
Tiffin.
Tiffin. Damn you. Who's got the higher force morale?
You do.
I got a 9. Here it is 7. Alright, so I can do something. So the first thing I'll do with my 1 flag is I'm going to move Billy Smith up, and we're going to, with my free move, and we're going to fire at the cannon and reload. So needing 5s. 1, 2, 3 hits. In the open.
In the open. We're hiding behind sheep and
You got
a
a cloud of
building.
smoke. Nothing. That's the second time you rolled nothing.
I'm good at
And
nothing.
then the last thing, Andre can do something now.
I'm gonna reload the cannon.
Reload the cannon, and then we'll move on to the next turn. All right, next card.
Next card.
First card of the next turn.
Okay.
Red
and
one. Red, blue two.
blue
Okay,
two.
I'll pull a
Sounds like
shock.
a shock. Shocking.
I'm adding one. I'm supposed to take one off.
Yeah, well, you know which way it's gonna go.
8. That's my cannon. Driscoll's going to. We're just going to fire a canister at them.
Okay.
Kind of a waste, but whatever. So I'm not going to present. I'm just going to fire and have to reload. So needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. Actually, presenting would have only got me one more hit.
Okay.
Double shock.
5 dead. Ooh.
2 dead and 4 shock. So 2 dead, and you're up to 5. So you're involuntary withdrawal, 1 inch, and you will roll a bad thing. I need you to start dropping. I got him down to 7, which is good. Come on, 4 plus. Ooh, that's -1. So you're down to 6 all of a sudden. Sweet. Next card. And I half reload.
Ooh,
That's a
2
sharp
flags.
practice. But since I withdrawn, only like the first rank of guys are now in range. Next card. 2. That's your shock puller. Sergeant Knox.
Down to 5 shock.
Hey man, he's plugging away back there. That's what he does.
Ooh.
That's my main guy.
So I could do a sharp practice right now.
What is that going to do?
I could put some shock on you.
What do you mean?
If I did sharp practice with these
They
guys.
don't have sharp practice.
So
these
it'd have
guys.
to be these guys.
They don't have it either. Or no, they might. I don't know. Let me check.
But you can't do that.
So I need a 6 on 2d6, and I'm going to the canter to make it, because I'm going to try to charge Tatanka with, what's his face? Talmadge. Oh, I made it.
Just made it.
So we made it to Tatanka.
Except for your shock.
That's on these guys, I believe. And then, so we'll gather up the dice for a charge from Talmadge into Tatanka. So in the end, it's 10 against my 10 against his 14 because he's got that supporting unit. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly kick some ass. Doesn't look like it. I only got 4.
I got 5.
Okay, so I lost by 1. So I lost 5. You lost 4.
4.
Plus
I
a
took a
shock.
shock.
I took 2 shock and we'll sort it all out.
The verge of collapse.
Yeah, so I was driven back. My leader got knocked out, but no bad. Nothing. My force morale didn't drop. Andre's leader was wounded, so you're down to 0.
Yeah.
And he rolled the prominent leader twice, but he only lost 1. But he is down to 5. I got 2 shock. He's got 1.
And
Talmadge was knocked unconscious, and Tatanka was just lightly wounded.
a red flag. So I've got. Ooh. So I've got sharp practice.
You do have sharp practice, but yeah, you can use that if you want. So next flag. Another red 1.
Okay.
At least it wasn't first this time.
Well, you know how this works, right?
Yeah, I know by now. You're going to move them and fire, but only with half of your guys.
So these guys are actually going to come over and assault here.
Okay.
So
Lieutenant Dan assaulting Talmadge. First thing Andre is going to do, he's going to use Lieutenant Dan to assault what's left of Talmadge. Since I'm not over 50%, my leader's dead, I only get 3. And you get, what, 7? He's not aggressive or tomahawks, he's dismounted dragoon, so he just gets the 6 plus the 1 for the leader.
But I'll take the 2 to 1 odds.
Definitely.
And I
Got
got
2.
2.
We can do this.
Oh!
2. So we tied. Check our leaders. Not my leader.
Not my leader.
So I lose 2 more and take 2 more shock. You lose 2 guys and take 2 shock. So Andre These guys are within the arc, so he's going to fire. We're going to spread it to these. He's going to use 2 flags to do a crashing volley. He's presented, firing control volley.
These 3 guys did not have anybody within arc that was within 24, so they're out of it. But
so just needing 5s then.
Okay, here it comes.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I think you skated nicely there, Travis.
Those 5s are hard to hit, man. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. You want them all on these guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start here.
Ouch.
I cannot believe how many 6s I'm rolling on my to kill rolls.
Doing impressive things. With the crashing volley, I'd almost rather have the 2 shock, though.
Definitely. So these guys take 2 shock. So they're at 3. They just lose 2 guys. They take 2, so they're at 3. And they take 2, so they're at 5. Which I'm really surprised on how little shock I have on these guys. Mainly because most of them are died.
I was going to say, how many of you lost?
A lot.
How many
1, 2,
6s
3,
is
4,
that?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12
These guys
6s.
actually have to fall back an inch. Yeah, I've rolled 12 6s on that. So we're going to fall back an inch, roll a bad thing for involuntary withdrawal. It's -1. I'm down to 8. And you are fired and you can reload.
Fired, reload, and I've still got 1 command left.
Yep.
Which...
These guys tried to move up, couldn't make it past, so they just kind of wound up in column there. Next card. Tiffin.
Tiffin!
Hey, blue flag.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's good.
No, that's really...
Blue flag.
Muy bad.
Hold on a second. I use my 2 flags to activate Smith, who's moved over, and we're going to fire both 2 of his free action, 1 action. We're going to fire and be unloaded, but we're going to fire at the British cannon. Can you measure that? Am I within close range of you?
No.
Okay.
You're a good 3/8 of an inch out.
No problem. And 5s. 1 hit. But at least I was able to move up. Die. No. And again, nothing. That's one hell of a cannon crew. Taking 2 volleys and haven't lost a single man or taken a shock yet.
Well, we haven't fired back at you either.
You can't.
There is that.
Another flag. Alright.
Is that?
That's 3 in a row. So my guys were the last ones to do anything, so let's see what happens to them.
7.
I think 7's something good, isn't it?
I don't recall.
So I moved it, I fired.
Fired.
Smoke. Pall of smoke hangs across the immediate front of the firers. -1 to hit. I guess I'm black smoke or something to differentiate, but that's fine. Alright, next card. Red 6. Tatanka.
Tonka.
Tatanka is a level 0 leader, so he can do nothing unless Andre uses a flag. 9. Talmadge. He's out. He can't do anything. He's knocked out. 6. Johnny Walker. That's these guys. So Johnny Walker, he used the last flag in his 1 command to pull 2 shock. They're down to 1 because of that crashing volley. Another flag. 9. Ramsbottom. He's knocked out. Tiffin.
Tiffin.
So you got,
got
one,
one.
and I got 1.
Yep, you got the higher force morale.
Okay. So I just moved. I used my flag to move Talmadge up. -2 because of the 2 shock. And he's going to fire his cannon at Talmadge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. I'm assuming you presented.
I am assuming so also.
Or are you going to? So you're going to be fully unloaded.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6 hits. So it's going to be 3 on each. So 3 on Sergeant. 3 on Montrose. So 3 shock on them. and 2 shock on them. These guys are already pretty much screwed. They'll never be able to pull all this shock off. They're up to 9 shock each, or for total for both. Just from that cannon. Alright, so that's it for that turn, because we're out of flags. Alright, next flag. Just don't be a red one, please. A red flag, okay. Not a red one.
Not a red one. Now we can do the red one.
Yeah. Now we got another flag first. 2, I'll take a shock off with my sergeant. Okay, next one. What is that?
Blue 9.
9. Talmadge. He's knocked out. Can do nothing. That's your sergeant. You can pull a shock. You still haven't removed all the shock from the beginning of the game. From that first volley I made.
I'm down to
You haven't been pulling it, except for with the sergeant.
2 and 2, so I'm down to 4.
But it's taking you this long to get the shock in the first volley of the game that low. That's my cannon. It's Driscoll. Alright, Driscoll's going to fire a canister into there. Actually, canister is +1 to hit by itself, so I actually should have been hitting on 3s last time instead of 4s. But I reloaded. Now I'm going to fire, so I'll be hitting on 3s this time. So, half reload to finish reloading and fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. Split them up, I guess. 4 each.
4 on the front.
2 shock. 6 shock and a dead on the back.
So I got 7 on the front
So they're going to withdraw.
and 6 on the back.
Yeah, they're screwed. And then involuntary withdrawal here, which I don't know how that's going to work since they're in column, but they're going to fall back 3 inches.
So
Just move everyone back, yeah. That's
3
fine.
inches is like that.
Yep. And roll a bad thing. Don't roll a 4+.
Like
Ooh,
that.
-1, you're down to
Sixes are
4.
always good.
So you're going to lose a flag out of the bag now. 'Cause you're down to
6s are
4.
always good.
And you got a shitload of shock on these guys now. Next flag. A card. Red flag.
Flag.
Actually, your force morale's dropped quite a bit.
Red flag.
So you got 3 flags now. You can activate an officer.
I need my 4th flag.
For what? You haven't activated anything yet.
I know.
8.
8.
That's your cannon, so he can reload. Since he fired last time.
Okay.
So cannon reload, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not gonna move, just gonna reload. Something blue, 3. It's Montrose. Finally. Alright, I'm going to fire an uncontrolled volley into the back of what's left of Ram's bottoms and see if I can get them off the board. How many shock do you have? 11?
I think only 10.
So if I can an involuntary withdrawal might pull you off the table.
It should.
But I need 6s, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 hits. Just
Okay.
give me a shock. Give me a shock. Yes, so 3 more shock. And you're going to fall back an extra shock per man. So we'll figure Ram's bottom, or his men dragged him off. They fell off routed off the table.
Fell off the edge of the world.
Actually, Ram's bottom's the only one that routed, -1. So he's down to 3 on his force morale.
6.
Blue 6 is Johnny Walker. This guy. So we'll fire and reload at these guys here so we can make them withdraw. So we can drop him some on his force morale. 3 hits. Split them up. I guess it don't matter. 3 more shock.
So 9 and or 8 and 8.
I guess it did matter because they would fall back even more, but that's fine. Just put 1 on them and 2 on the back guys. That's cool. So they're going to fall back 4. And I think if you fall back more than 3, you actually break the formation as well. Because I think if it's 3 inches, you can actually keep with everyone. But I think once you get over 3, or is it 3? I don't know. I know that 4 is more is enough. So
Okay.
So you're going to have to roll 2 bad things. You're going to have to do group breaks. So roll that first. That's a -1. Then formation broken by fire. 2 minus 1. You're down to 1. Woohoo! You want to call it, or you gonna keep fighting?
No, I'm gonna win.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna be down 3 flags.
No, I'm gonna win it on this turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm toast if I don't win it this turn.
So they're gonna fall back.
So they're falling back this way, right?
Yes. So 4, or just. How about just put them right there? Okay. So they're there. Next flag.
They're there.
So that was a smart move. Dropped you down to 1 on your force morale.
My fourth flag.
Fourth flag. What are you gonna do with it?
I am gonna
Win the game.
win the
So
game.
before we let Andre use his 4 flags, this group actually broke. He rolled involuntary withdrawal, but technically there was a formation break, and he has double. So if he rolls a 5 or a 6, he actually loses another 1. No. So he still would have lost 1. So it's no difference. So he has the 4 flags he's going to do something with. All right, Andre pulled 2 shock, and he had to advance up at least 3 to get within range to fire a volley, and hope get another red 1 and fire a volley again.
Let's measure. I moved up 1, and
No.
we're still.
So he's going to call it good game, awkward left-handed handshake. We'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so game over. So Captain Russell and his Continentals have defeated Captain Gage. We've taken over this part of New Jersey, and the British are on the run. So very interesting game. We've actually got a chance to use some sharp practice. We got the 1 crashing volley in. I used sharp practice twice. I think you used it once, maybe twice, even yourself. So it's really good. We should use it more. It definitely speeds up the firing process. No question there.
I think the difference is it's not often we actually wind up with our main lines facing each other, pummeling away at each other.
Yeah.
We just usually don't get in that situation.
No, we don't. And it's pretty cool to do it this way, to just line up and just start blasting like they did back in the day. And
well, and I mean, I'm feeling I'm feeling it. I lost 5 guys. I've got 2 shock, and I just lost the game.
it is pretty unbelievable how little you lost. I mean, look at mine.
Yeah, you're shredded.
I'm shredded, but I got 7 shock total. So what I've been doing is I've been pulling shock. I've been managing shock. I had the medicine man, which pulled 5. Which that was a
and that came
big
at
time
a critical time for you.
Yeah, I did that right away.
That halved your shock after that first big volley.
So having that and then just using him, I mean, there were several times I never even activated him. I just pulled shock. And my whole plan for that was just, these guys are going to take it and they're going to let this side kind of develop. I was already winning over here. And their job is just to absorb all the musket balls and everything they can and just stand their ground, and they did a good job. They fell back a little bit, but they never enough to break the formation. And actually falling back helped them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they would have just been standing there getting pummeled, and they actually fell out of range.
That would have been a problem, yeah. And over here, I really thought I have my cannon over here. I had Son of Magua, Dragoons, and I really was totally fine with you keeping all of this. I was just trying to swing up into here, and I honestly was hoping to just bring everything in and get a second facing over here, trees covering behind me so that you couldn't be shooting at me immediately, and get flanking shots and actually pop through and just wipe this out. And
if you had 4 plus 2 more firing into there, that they would not have been able to withstand that.
Yeah, these guys were, whichever way, but where I really lost it was Son of Magua and the Dragoons. They got 3/4 of the way. They just had their butts sticking out, and they couldn't move.
Yeah. And then the Montrose came in and gave him a volley.
Oh, well, that's a hell of a line, and
it was only 2 of the 3 that actually got to shoot.
Yeah.
All 30 of them got to shoot.
You still got first fire there.
Yeah, they haven't fired yet. But yeah, having this fixed secondary is a lot better than having. I mean, even if it was a movable and I had to deploy a light infantry or scout from it.
Yeah.
That could limit you, but I got it in the cards in the order that I could do it. But I like the fix because then anyone can come in.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more certain, and especially when you got this many cards in the bag, you know, I think we both felt like it was imperative to just be putting units out as they came and not hold anything back.
Don't hold anything back, because when you have that many cards, I mean, the chances of actually, you may never see their card for an hour or 2 hours. I mean, how long was it before I even saw these guys over here's cards?
Yeah.
But you did a good job of actually activating with your musician, doubling the range of gauge. I mean, you had 18-inch bubble, and you were activating everything by him with the level 3, which is a really good idea, especially when you got this many cards. I think the key is actually using him to activate everything.
Well, and I should have been a little less greedy over here. I probably actually should have turned command over to the level 2 leader and brought him up and got all of this moving. Because I kept thinking, it's not going to stall forever. It's not going to stall forever. It stalled forever, and it sank me. So I was greedy over here. I loved the way this was looking, and I knew that this was a win. If I hadn't lost there, I would have won here. But
all you had to do was hold this.
Well,
I think you should have lined these guys up and just went toe to toe with the infantry against them and just blocked this off.
Well, except I had all my units in the way at the time.
Yeah.
And
your outflank was not wide enough, because I was able to get around. Your outflank was only into here, and I was able to just even get outside of it.
Part of that was a relic of the first turn. I got all my cards, and you didn't have anything out here. So it's like, okay, I've got everything over here. You had nothing here. So
that actually helped me big time.
as I was moving out, there was nothing there. So when you were able to cherry pick how you came in and blast me.
Yeah, that actually helped me out. Seeing where you deployed and being able to kind of counter that was a big help. So.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get another runaway start with the getting everything on the board, and then just getting an even draw with you after that would have been huge. But you got the comeback, so it was just a total negative.
Yeah. Well, great game, man.
It was.
Great campaign. It was fun. I think next time I'm going to study up on the dawns and departures, because there's a similar to the sharp end that we use in Chain of Command. There's actually a book kind of similar to that called Dawns and Departures for Sharp Practice.
Sweet.
But it's a little more complicated. Yeah. So I haven't really dived into it, but this was just more of a story, kind of a bunch of games linked together with a common story. It was not a true campaign with losses and morale and stuff. So the Dawns and Departures is supposed to be like that for Sharp Practice,
awesome.
Similar to the Chain of Command campaigns. So I think I need to actually read up on that and figure that out. So when we do the next one, we can pre-plan everything. So in this one, it's just whatever happened the last one. The next one is based
Determine the next one.
It's just a bunch of kind of similar games.
Semi-linked. What do we want to do tonight?
Yeah. So next time.
It worked.
No, it's fun. No, it's fun. I enjoy it. We always have fun playing Sharp Practice. So anyway, that's it for this one. So fun campaign or. whatever it is, whatever
this was, it was a good one.
Yeah, and as usual, check out our Facebook group. We're almost to 600 members. I know I said that last time. We seem to kind of stall out a little bit. All right, my battery died, so I really have no idea where the video cut off. But I'll just do my spiel again. Check out the Facebook group. Check out the Patreon page. A lot of cool stuff on both of those. A lot of good guys, hobbyists. Just everyone's really into it. And everyone helps each other out and posts really cool stuff, progress stuff they're doing. So, again, that's it, and we'll see you next week.